Hello, Happy New Year. This is Keisha with Crafty Sweet, and I am so glad you're here. I am excited to show you this project. Is actually a 2021 calendar that I am making as a gift, and I want to show you guys how quick and easy, because you know I'm about quick and easy, but usable gift. And I'm going to show you how I created it. And I'm also going to show you the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, because I finally got mine in the mail after I was sent the wrong one. I was sent the big one. I already had the big one, so I had to return that one, and then they sent me, Stampin' Up sent me the correct one. So I'm excited to show you guys that. Let me show you the calendar before we get started, so you can see kind of where I was going with this. Okay, so this is the calendar, and this is I made it using the chipboard. We get chipboard that comes in our designer series paper, and so I just cut the chipboard down and then layered my cardstock on top of it, and then my designer series paper. So that's why it's sturdy. And I wanted it sturdy because I bought these easels off of Amazon, and so the calendars are just gonna sit on the easel like that. So I thought that was really cute. You can sit on your desk and use it all year round. And I have these tear-off calendars that I purchased from Tailored Expressions. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you all of the products that I'm going to use today, and then it'll also be in the description below, and with a link to my store in case you want to purchase any of the items that I used. Okay, we're using one stamp set. This is the one of the new stamp sets. This is Dragonfly Garden, and it has a punch that that coordinates with this, the Dragonfly punch, and you can purchase the stamp set and the punch as a bundle. All right, so we're going to use that stamp set. I'm going to use two different color inks. I'm using Soft Sea Foam and Pretty Peacock. I am using Soft Sea Foam cardstock, and then the designer series paper is this gorgeous paper right here. It's the Forever Greenery designer series paper, and you actually get quite a few designs in this pack, front and back. But I chose this one. See, oh, I love the stripes. And that one, I like that one as well. That one. I chose this pattern for one of the calendars, and then I think I used this pattern on another one that I made. Okay, all right, so that is it. That's some pretty paper. All right, and then I'm also for one of the labels, I'm going to use the Hippo and Friends dies, and it's actually this die right here. So it's not the largest, like oval looking one, a square looking one, but it's the second to the largest out of that out of this die. Okay, and I'm also going to use one of our gold hoops, a scrap piece of Whisper White, and then a 2-inch punch for my I'm going to stamp this stamp, May Good Things Grow All Year Long. I think that's appropriate for a calendar. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to do, let's go ahead and do the stamping first, and then we'll do our die cutting, and then we'll assemble. All right, so I'm going to stamp the scene in Pretty Peacock, and these are our classic ink pads. They're really pretty and very easy to use. Let's go ahead and stamp this, ink this up on Whisper White. Just going to stamp down and up. And then I'm going to take my 2-inch punch. Well, before I cut it out, before I punch it out, let's go ahead and do the little flower. So you probably didn't notice on the sample, but right behind the greeting, there's this this flower image, and this is what I'm going to ink up in Soft Sea Foam. Okay. All right, Soft Sea Foam. Just gonna ink this up. I'm just gonna go just like that, just to give it a little something so it's not completely white in the back. Okay, and that is all of the stamping. All right, so I'm gonna close up my ink pads, put those away. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I can go ahead and punch this out. Let me cut a little bit off the bottom. Let's see. Center that in the punch just like that. Okay. And I am done with the 2-inch punch. Close that up. And I don't know if I've ever shown you guys, but the punches that we have, they have a release button on the back, and then you just close them up like that, and they store flat, just like that. That can be purchased in the store as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. Well, you know what? Let's die cut. I was going to go ahead and, let's see. No, let's go ahead and do this so I can give this time to dry. Okay, so I cut a piece of chipboard down to 4 by 6, and then a piece of soft seafoam down 4 by 6. And I'm going to use my wet glue on this because I want good coverage on the back of this so it can stay. And I also use wet glue because it doesn't dry as fast as the dry adhesive, so I have some wiggle room to like make sure it's even all the way around. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take my designer series paper, and I went down 1/4 inch all the way around. So because this was 4 inches, I went down to 3 3/4. And then this was 6, so I went down to 5 3/4. So this is 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. Okay, and I'm just going to layer that on top, just like that. I'll use liquid glue again on the back of this. Just like this. See what I mean? You have time to move it around so you can get it equal distance all the way around. Okay, so I'm gonna give that time to sit, and then now I'm gonna bring out the mini, my baby, the mini cut and emboss machine. All right, check her out. So cute, right? All right. So just like our the standard Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, this is the smaller version. It's called the Mini. It's only $60 in a catalog, and it comes with the machine, and you get actually 4 plates. I have the embossing folder plate to the side, but you get 4 plates that go, actually 5. Hold on. I think you get 5. Let's see. Yes, you get 5 because you need your thick embossing plate and then your regular embossing plate. So you get 5 plates with the Mini. Okay, but since I'm die cutting, I'm only using the 3 plates. So the standard plate and then the number 2. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. Put the number 1, your base plate down along with the number 2 plate, then your cardstock. And then I just tore a piece of this pretty peacock, and I'm going to try my best to make this die fit. I think it's going to work. Okay. Turn it. And then you put a number 2 plate on top. All right, and then just sandwich it together just like you do the regular Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. But this is so compact, like you can sit it on your desk. And then these fold up just like that. All right. I'm carrying it with my pinky. That's how light it is. Okay, so there we are. There's our label. I can sit this to the side. And I can throw that away. All right, so our the circle, our 2-inch circle is actually going to be on top of the label like that. But I am going to put our gold hoop around it. So let's go ahead and I'm going to use dry adhesive thing for this one. So I'm going to use the regular Stampin' Seal just on the back of this. Make sure that is centered. And then to assemble the gold hoop, I am going to use our fine tip glue, and I'm just going to dab it, not all the way around, but just in some of the areas so it can stay. And I think I used, you know what, I may have used the you can use the multi-purpose glue or the fine tip glue pen. This one is just, the little nozzle is very fine. So I use that. But whichever one you prefer, or whichever one you have in your stash, you can use. Okay. And that's going to dry clear. So I'm just going to sit that there and let that dry. I'm going to recap fine tip glue. And then let's see what else. Oh, I am going to use this ribbon. So this ribbon is from the, I think it's the Forever, can't remember, Forever Greenery, no, Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack. And you actually get 3. You get like a plaid, here they are on here. You get this one, and then this one. This is a combo pack. And this is the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack. And I'm just going to use this white in here to go ahead and tie my bow. So, and this is actually going to go on top. I'll just do just like this. And then let the tails fall naturally. So excited for this new year. Hope you guys are too. Hopefully we can get a handle on all of this COVID stuff. All right, so there is my bow. If I need to make it a little bit smaller, I will after I get ready to put everything together. Okay, now here is the base for our calendar, and then here is the calendar that I'm using. And I'm just going to tear out the first one. And I am going to use the multi-purpose glue on the back of this. And then I'm going to put it right down at the bottom, like, just make sure it's centered down at the bottom and then even on each side. Okay, there we go. And then now for our label, I think I want to use I think I want to use our foam. These are our foam sheets. I'm going to cut a piece off the back. Yeah, because I want it to pop up. Y'all know I like dimensionals, but I think I'm going to put, this is just like a dimensional. It's just a full sheet. Dimensionals. It's just not cut like the dimensionals are. Okay, and I am going to put this right here in the middle, just like that. Give that a press. And then I'm going to adhere the ribbon with a glue dot. Let's see. I think I'm gonna roll it. So it won't be as big. Okay, I think I want to put it, let's see, like right above it, right there. So I'm going to put my glue dot here, and I'm kind of spreading it out a little bit so it won't be so bulky. All right, let me puff up my ribbon, make sure my tails are good, and I'm going to put it right there and give that a press a little bit, and there it is. So this is the one we just made, and then that is the sample. Getting ready to mail these out. All right, thanks so much for joining me. Again, if you are new here, thanks for joining me. If you're watching from YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I do when I upload a video. And then if you're watching this on Facebook, then come join me on my YouTube page or like my Facebook page. I am so glad you joined me today. And again, everything that I use to make the calendar will be in the description below. All right, thanks guys. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.